Hi, it's Lisa with Grey Wolf Adornments, and in today's video I'm going to do a tutorial of how to make these little pentagram or star earrings. Let me get them up closer so you can see what they look like up close. So if you want to learn how to make these little star earrings, then keep watching. Okay, so what you are going to need in order to make this necklace is some super duo beads, and you need approximately 20 to make the 2 pairs of earrings. But if you want a matching pendant to go along with it, you'll obviously need 30 of those. So these are super duos, and today I am using the bronze pale gold color in a 2.5 by 5 millimeter. And then you're also going to need some 11O seed beads. And today I'm using the Fireline Sapphire by Sheck Beads. And that's these. Then you're going to need some jump rings to attach them to the ear wires. And you're going to need some ear wires, of course. And that's really all you need. It is very simple. This is a very simple project. It's good for beginning beaders. And so what you need to, you also need some Fireline. And oh, I moved that out of the way without telling you about it. So what I'm using is some Berkeley Fireline. That's the 6-pound, and it let's see if it doesn't. It's just a 6-pound Fireline. And you're also going to need a size 10 beading needle, because you're going to make multiple passes through the beads. So you need a size 10 or a size 12 beading needle so you can get through these beads more than one time. So to make this, what you need to load on your needle is go through one of the holes in the super duos, add an 11O, a super duo, 11O, super duo, 11O, super duo, 11O, super duo, and 11O, and do that 5 times until you have 5 super duos on your needle like this. And then bring them all the way down to the end. Shoot, sorry, my thread is all tangled up in a pair of pliers. So bring them all the way down to the end of your thread, and leave yourself at least a 3 or 4 inch tail. And then you're going to want to go back through the beads that you just added on the opposite side. So it'll look something like this. And just go all the way back through them. Make sure that you don't pull them all the way through and lose your tail, because when you get right here to the end, it's gonna look like this. You want to tie a knot with that tail. And I forgot to tell you that you need about 24 inches of this Fireline to do this project. If you pull off about 3 or 4 feet, it will do both earrings and the pendant, so it'll do 3 at a time. And that's just about a wingspan for me, so I usually pull off a wingspan so I could make all three at once without having to reload my needle. Alright, so tie a couple of knots in there. And what you'll end up with is something that looks like this. And this is the base. It's the base of our little star. Okay? So, now you're going to step up to go and do the next part of the star. So you're going to step up by going through that top hole. See your needle, your thread is coming out right there. Through this. Then you're going to go up in that hole right there and go through that hole and bring your thread out. Like that. So now what you're going to do is load on 2 11-0s, a super duo, and 2 11-0s. And then you're going to go through the next super duo, just like that. Pull them all the way down and pull them snug. And you're going to do that all the way around. So 2 11-0s, a super duo, two 11-0s, and go through the next super duo. Pull that thread all the way down, just like that. Then we're going to load 2 more 11-0s, a super duo, two more 11-0s. Okay, so when you get around to the last one, you're going to go through that super duo and back through those 2 11-0s just like this. And to reinforce the center part, we're going to go all the way around again. Now the reason why I didn't cut this little tail off is because it's like a marker to help you determine where the beginning is. Because if you're like me, you kind of lose track. Okay, so I've got back around to the beginning. And the purpose of going around twice reinforces, but it also lends those center beads some strength so they do not wiggle quite as much. They don't have as much play in them. And it firms them up. So to go to the next step, you're gonna go through these two 11 O's right here and through the bottom part of the next super duo. So you'll end up, and it'll look like this. Okay, so you're gonna go through that top hole right there. Go through that hole and then flip it around. Because now what we're going to do is add 8 11 O's. Okay, and once you have your 8 11 O's loaded, you're going to go through the top of the next super duo. So this forms the outer circle. Okay, so the tail helps us know where we started. Okay, so keep in mind where that tail is, where we started. And just add 8 more 11 O's. And go through the next super duo. And do that all the way around. Okay, so we're about to put the last group in there. So turn it around and see where your tail is. Put that through there and go around this top circle at least 2 or 3 times again. So add those and then go around. Round through all the beads on the outer circle again. There you go, around one more time. And this will give the outer circle some strength and give it some thickness so it doesn't wiggle around near as much. Oops. Thread got caught. Something on my desk. So I've got to reload my thread on the needle. Okay, sometimes you'll be able to tell when you've reached the beginning again, because it'll be harder to get through those beads. So when you're satisfied with the strength of the outside circle and you've reached the other side of one of these super duos, what you're going to do next is add 5 more 11/0s. And this is going to form the top here where you can attach it to your wires. So you want to put 5 on there and go through the other side of the super duo. So they form that little loop at the top. Let me see. Like that. And so go through that loop one more time just to reinforce it. And you can go through it however many times you feel comfortable with as a beader. I only go through twice because I think this is real strong thread. It doesn't break easily. Okay. Just make sure your loop is good at the top. And then what you want to do is find the bottom and bring your thread out through the bottom. And so here is where the tail is coming out. So we want to weave down through the thread path till we get to this where the tail is coming out. So I'm going to go up. I'm going to put my needle through this bottom hole. I'm going to go up through these 2 seed beads right there and through the top of that super duo. Then I'm going to go through the bottom of the super duo. And through those 11/0s and the super duos till I get over to where that tail is. Now if you prefer, you can tie your knots anywhere you would like to tie your knots at. I liked to be able to tie those 2 together, so I will bring my thread down to where my working thread is coming out in the same place as my tail thread. And then I will tie my knots. Now unfortunately my thread burner is out of batteries. At least I hope that's just the batteries and that it's not broken. So, if you have a thread burner, you can just burn those off. If you're like me, you have to use little scissors. And there you go. You are finished with your little star. Now you would just repeat that process for the other side as far as the beadwork is concerned. And then to add this, you need your little pliers and your jump ring. Just put your jump ring through that hoop. And then add the ear wire. And then voila! You have your own pentagram slash star earrings. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you enjoyed making these. Thank you very much for watching, and I invite you to like and to subscribe to the channel. And again, thank you very much for watching and have a great day.